Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been a little while since I've uploaded. Things have been absolutely crazy around here, but today I'm showing you how I get my younger kids to do chores and to keep track of their chores and also keep them encouraged. I know, at least for me, before I was doing this, my kids were not excited at all, and when I would have to get them to do something, it was more like a tantrum every time, and it was exhausting. It took a lot of my energy. So what I did was I found this really cute little trick, and it's been working well for us, so I'll be showing you that. Before I do, typically what parents do, I've seen a lot of, is make a chore chart, and they'll have the kids' names and what they need to do for that day. I tried that, but my kids couldn't read, and they just didn't grasp the idea of the chore chart, even though I showed them, you have to make your bed and then do this, and then you'll get a check mark. It just, for us, that method didn't work well. Again, mostly because they couldn't read, so they didn't really know the chores that they had to do, and they didn't even know which one was their name because they, they're like 3 years old. So that didn't work for us. And another thing was that being the age that they are at, so I have a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 5-year-old, they're not, they don't have a ton of chores, not enough to fill up a chore chart. Pretty much the only chores that my kids have are cleaning up their toys at the end of the day when they're finished. My 2 older kids, so the 4 and 5-year-old, have to make their beds, and then the 5-year-old helps me put away dishes when they're washed. That's pretty much it for the most part. They are upstairs yelling, so you will hear them in this video. That's it for chores. Anything above and beyond that, like if I need help baking or there's extra things to clean, wiping down walls, I will ask them to do that for me, and they usually just do it, but it's not part of their daily chore routine. So because they don't have a lot of things to do, it's kind of like the chore chart didn't work well for us. So what we did instead, and I found this idea on Pinterest, was the idea of a mouse. And I don't know if you can see too well, but there is like a little tail on the mouse. It's quite long, so it gives them a long way to go to complete their chores. And what you do, this one says John's Good Deeds, but I have one for Aaron and Lily. What we do is every single day, if they complete their chores, they get a knot on the mouse's tail. When they get enough knots that it comes all the way down to the mouse's bum, they will get a special prize or, gift. And they also have the option of combining their mouse's tails and getting one large gift for them to share. It might be a super cool couch or a bunch of movies or something, or they can keep their own and have individual prizes. And so it works really well. They wake up in the morning, if they make their bed, they get a knot. If I go see that they've cleaned up their toys at the end of the day, they get a knot, each of them. If one of John's tasks is to bring in the garbage cans every week after the garbage picked it up, so he will get a knot. As long as they do it without tantrums or complaining. If it's like a big hassle and wrestling to get them to do it, they will not receive a knot. And that's what works well for us. We're not trying to like reward good deeds and punish bad, but what we are trying to do is just show him that everyone has jobs that they need to do every day. If they do get done, then there is a reward at the end, just so they have something to look forward to. Some parents agree with this method, some don't. I think for us it does work well. And so we just started this, just printed it off a couple days ago, a new one. And so he's just starting to do the knots again. He'll get all the way down. You can make the tail shorter if you have a younger child, and they'll be intimidated by how long it is. But I also don't want him to feel like he's doing it for a prize. So we made it a little bit longer so that he's not getting a weekly prize. This is more of like every couple months he'll be getting something. Again, just so he doesn't feel like he's only making his bed so he can get something. We want them to genuinely be able to do their chores, because they want to help us and because they know it's their responsibility. So this works really well for us, and I just wanted to share. It was a super simple and cute idea that has been really encouraging my kids to, let's do the chores, let's bring the bins in, let's organize the shoes, let's put the dishes away. And it's been great. I haven't had to argue with them as much. And every time they complete a chore, they're like, can we have another knot? So it's really awesome. It works well for us. It's a nice alternative to the chore chart. If 1, your kids can't read, 2, they're too young to get the concept, or 3, they don't have a lot of chores in general. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, and maybe you guys can try it out. If you do, or if you've heard of this and it worked well for you, comment down below. If you have any other ideas that work well for you and your family, I would love to hear them. So please comment them down below as well. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.